Welcome to our channel where we bring you all the latest and most emotional stories from the world of WWE. In today's video, we'll discuss the heartbreaking losses of legendary wrestlers who left us too soon. These untimely passings, caused by various tragic reasons, shook the WWE universe forever. But that's not all. We also have some very sad news about The Undertaker. Stay with us till the end to find out more, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Big Boss Man, born Ray Washington Traylor Jr. on May 2, 1963, was a legendary professional wrestler best known for his memorable run in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. Traylor began his wrestling career in the mid-1980s, where he initially gained recognition as a member of the Midnight Express. However, it was his transformation into the Big Boss Man that solidified his place in wrestling history. Adopting the persona of a tough, no-nonsense law enforcement officer, Traylor portrayed a former prison guard who maintained order in the ring with an iron fist, delivering justice both inside and outside the squared circle. His commanding presence and unyielding character made him one of the most iconic figures in professional wrestling during the late 1980s and early 1990s. Among Big Boss Man's notable career achievements are his victory in the WWF Hardcore Championship, multiple tag team championships, and his unforgettable rivalries with some of the biggest names in the industry, including The Big Show and The Mountie. His feud with The Mountie led to a memorable jailhouse match, further cementing his larger-than-life persona. After his time with WWF, Traylor also wrestled for World Championship Wrestling, WCW, where he briefly took on the role of The Boss, a character reminiscent of his WWF persona. Tragically, Ray Traylor passed away on September 22, 2004, at just 41 years old due to a heart attack. His unexpected death shocked the wrestling community and fans around the world. Traylor was remembered for his in-ring talent, his contribution to the sport, and the unforgettable characters he portrayed. His legacy continues to inspire wrestlers today, with his hard-hitting style and no-nonsense attitude remaining a standard for future generations in professional wrestling. Big Dick Dudley, born John J. Hughes on January 1, 1967 in New Jersey, was a prominent professional wrestler renowned for his tenure in Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, where he became a key figure within the iconic Dudley family. Standing at 6 feet 9 inches and weighing approximately 400 pounds, Big Dick's imposing physical presence made him a standout in ECW's notorious, high-intensity wrestling environment. As a member of the legendary Dudley Boys faction, which was led by Devon Dudley and Bubba Ray Dudley, Big Dick's formidable persona as the group's muscle was essential to their success. His role within the faction was primarily that of the enforcer, frequently appearing in some of the company's most grueling and violent matches that embodied ECW's signature hardcore wrestling style. His intense physicality and willingness to participate in brutal confrontations were central to numerous storylines, where he would often intervene in matches to assist his brothers or engage in violent feuds with rival factions. While he never captured a major championship, Big Dick's contributions to both the Dudley faction's prominence and ECW's overall rise in the 1990s are undeniable. Sadly, Big Dick Dudley passed away on January 26, 2002, at the age of 34 due to kidney failure. His death, which came unexpectedly, left a deep impact on his family, friends, and the wrestling community. At the time, he was still a relatively young man, and his untimely passing served as a sobering reminder of the harsh realities faced by professional wrestlers, particularly the toll that such a physically demanding career, compounded by substance abuse and health issues, can take. His death underscored the long-term risks associated with the professional wrestling lifestyle, including kidney disease, and left a lasting void in the ECW legacy. Big Dick's legacy endures, particularly within the context of the Dudley family narrative, which remains an integral part of ECW's history. Christopher Michael Candido, born on March 21, 1972, in New Brunswick, New Jersey, was a skilled and charismatic professional wrestler who made a significant impact on the wrestling world through his high-flying style and technical abilities. Candido began his career in the early 1990s, working his way up from regional promotions before gaining widespread recognition in Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, and later in World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE. Throughout his career, he evolved his in-ring persona, but he is most remembered for his time in ECW, where he was a top star, excelling both as a singles competitor and in tag team competition. One of Candido's key career highlights was his multiple championship victories in ECW. He captured the ECW World Tag Team Championship alongside his partner Storm, and also held the prestigious ECW World Heavyweight Championship. His tag team work with Tammy Sunny Sitch, who later became his wife, made them one of the most memorable and controversial couples in wrestling history. Candido's WWE tenure as Skip in the Body Donnas and his later work in Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, TNA, further solidified his versatility as a performer. Tragically, Candido passed away on April 28, 2005, at the age of 33, due to complications from acute pneumonia. Just days earlier, he had suffered a severe leg injury during a match, which required surgery. While recovering, Candido contracted pneumonia, which ultimately claimed his life. His untimely death underscored the physical risks that professional wrestlers face both inside and outside the ring, especially in relation to injuries and subsequent health complications. Candido's passing remains a poignant reminder of the toll the wrestling industry can take on its performers, and he is remembered for his dedication, skill, and lasting contributions to the sport. Test, born Andrew Richard Martin on October 17, 1975 in Toronto, Canada, was a professional wrestler who gained widespread recognition in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, during the late 1990s and early 2000s. Standing at an imposing 6 feet 6 inches and possessing impressive athleticism, Test quickly became a prominent figure in the wrestling world. He made his WWF debut in 1998 and was immediately positioned as a powerful big man, frequently involved in various storylines and rivalries with top stars. Test's rise to prominence came through his involvement in several high-profile feuds, including those with Triple H, Vince McMahon, and The Rock. A key moment in his career occurred when he was part of the McMahon family storyline, where he was engaged to Stephanie McMahon, which added a dramatic layer to his character. Throughout his career, Test won several championships, including the WWF Hardcore Championship and the WWE Intercontinental Championship. His combination of in-ring ability and commanding presence made him a fixture in major storylines during WWE's Attitude Era. Tragically, Test passed away on March 13, 2009 at the age of 33 from a drug overdose. He was found dead in his Tampa, Florida home, and his death was ruled an accidental overdose, likely involving painkillers and other substances. Test's passing deeply affected both his family and the wrestling community, particularly given his promising future in the industry. His death highlighted the pressures wrestlers face, including issues with substance abuse. Despite his struggles, Test's talent, charisma, and contributions to WWE remain significant, and he is fondly remembered by fans and peers alike. Bam Bam Bigelow, born Scott Charles Bigelow on September 1, 1961, in Asbury Park, New Jersey, remains one of the most unforgettable and physically dominant figures in the history of professional wrestling. Standing at a towering 6 feet 4 inches and tipping the scales at over 400 pounds, Bigelow defied expectations of what a wrestler of his size could accomplish. His remarkable blend of strength, agility, and athleticism allowed him to perform jaw-dropping, high-flying moves and quick-paced sequences, an anomaly in a wrestling world typically dominated by slower, heavier giants. With his iconic tattooed scalp and impressive ring presence, Bigelow became a symbol of both power and finesse, earning a place among the industry's elite. His career took flight during the 1980s and 1990s as he made his mark in major promotions like the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, World Championship Wrestling, WCW, and Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW. Bigelow is perhaps most remembered for his time in the WWF, where he became a central figure during the New Generation era. His fierce rivalries with towering legends such as Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker solidified his status as one of wrestling's most formidable adversaries. His contributions to ECW, where he delivered brutal and high-energy matches, further cemented his reputation as one of the most impactful performers of his generation. Tragically, Bigelow's life was cut short when he passed away on January 19, 2007, at just 45 years old, due to a drug overdose. His sudden death, discovered at his home in Florida, underscored the often hidden struggles with substance abuse that many wrestlers face. Bigelow's passing left a deep void in the wrestling community and reminded fans of the personal battles wrestlers endure behind the scenes. Nevertheless, his legacy endures, not just through his in-ring achievements, but through his influence on the sport, continuing to inspire wrestlers and fans alike. His life and career remain a poignant reminder of the challenges faced by those in the wrestling world, sparking ongoing conversations about mental health and addiction. Thomas Billington, widely known by his ring name, Dynamite Kid, was born on December 5, 1958, in England. He is regarded as one of the most influential and pioneering figures in the history of professional wrestling. Renowned for his remarkable athleticism, technical proficiency, and high-flying wrestling style, Dynamite Kid played a crucial role in the evolution of modern professional wrestling. A prominent figure in the British wrestling scene, he later achieved international recognition, particularly in Japan's All Japan Pro Wrestling, AJPW, during the late 1970s and early 1980s. Dynamite Kid's global fame escalated in the 1980s upon his arrival in the World Wrestling Federation, now WWE, where he became part of the iconic tag team, the British Bulldogs, alongside his cousin Davey Boy Smith. Within the WWF, Dynamite Kid and the British Bulldogs quickly became one of the most successful and admired tag teams of their time, securing the WWF Tag Team Championship in 1986. Their matches, which showcased a mix of high-energy maneuvers and technical wrestling, were characterized by their precision and intensity, making them stand out in an era defined by larger-than-life personalities. Dynamite Kid's individual contributions were no less impressive. As a singles wrestler, he was known for his hard-hitting style, impressive agility, and an ability to deliver matches that felt both visceral and authentic. His influence on subsequent generations of wrestlers is profound, particularly in the development of technical and high-flying wrestling techniques that would dominate the sport in later decades. Dynamite Kid passed away on December 5, 2018, at the age of 60, following complications from a stroke. Despite his later struggles with health and personal challenges, his legacy remains intact. His contributions to the wrestling industry continue to inspire modern wrestlers, many of whom cite him as a formative influence on their careers. Mark Calaway, better known by his ring name The Undertaker, stands as one of the most iconic figures in professional wrestling history. His 3-decade-long career in WWE has cemented him as a legendary figure, not only for his imposing presence, but also for the depth of his persona and remarkable contributions to the world of wrestling. The Undertaker's unique character, known for his ominous entrance and in-ring dominance, has become a symbol of strength, endurance, and unwavering resilience. This essay seeks to explore the remarkable career of The Undertaker, focusing on his accomplishments, the physical toll of his career, and the challenges he has faced both inside and outside the ring. Additionally, the recent circulation of rumors regarding his health will be addressed, with an emphasis on debunking these unfounded claims and reaffirming his ongoing vitality and contribution to the wrestling community. The formation of an iconic persona. The Undertaker's rise to prominence in WWE is not only a testament to his physical prowess, but also to his ability to craft a unique and memorable persona. Making his debut in 1990 at the Survivor Series event, Calaway introduced the character of The Undertaker, a dark, supernatural figure who seemed impervious to pain and fear. With his signature deadman gimmick, marked by his chilling entrance, complete with fog, eerie lighting, and funeral-themed music, the character immediately captured the imagination of audiences worldwide. The character of The Undertaker was a departure from the traditional wrestler archetypes of the era. While many of his contemporaries adopted roles rooted in realism or extreme aggression, The Undertaker's persona was grounded in the supernatural and mysticism, creating a distinct atmosphere and a compelling storyline. This departure from conventional wrestling characters allowed him to stand out and gain a devoted fan base, as he became one of the most recognized faces in professional wrestling. The physical toll of a legendary career. The Undertaker's career, while filled with extraordinary accomplishments, has not been without its physical challenges. Professional wrestling is notorious for its high-risk, high-impact nature, with athletes routinely putting their bodies through rigorous and painful stunts. Over the course of his career, The Undertaker has endured a series of serious injuries, many of which have taken a toll on his physical well-being. Injuries sustained. During the career, The Undertaker's in-ring performances were known for their intensity and commitment to storytelling, often involving daring maneuvers that pushed the limits of what was considered safe. As a result, The Undertaker suffered several notable injuries throughout his career. Among the most severe of these injuries were a broken cheekbone and a fractured orbital bone, both of which were sustained during high-impact matches. The orbital bone fracture, in particular, was a harrowing injury, as it directly impacted his vision and mobility, making it difficult to continue wrestling at the highest level. Additionally, The Undertaker has experienced a range of chronic injuries, including a recurring back issue that has plagued him for years. The back injury has required ongoing management, forcing him to alter his in-ring style and limit certain moves to preserve his health. These persistent issues, which were the result of years of physically demanding wrestling, reflect the inherent risks that come with performing at such a high level over an extended period of time. Other injuries The Undertaker has sustained include a broken ankle, a sliced ear, and multiple muscle tears. Each of these injuries required careful rehabilitation and often interrupted his ability to perform, leading to periods of downtime in his career. Despite the severity of these injuries, The Undertaker's resilience has been a defining characteristic, as he consistently returned to the ring after each setback, often performing at an elite level. The impact of hip surgery. Perhaps one of the most significant challenges The Undertaker faced in his later years was undergoing hip surgery to address chronic issues with his mobility. Over time, the physical demands of his career, combined with the numerous injuries he had sustained, caused considerable strain on his hips. The surgery was necessary not only to address these issues, but also to ensure that The Undertaker could continue to perform at a level befitting his legacy. Hip surgery is a major procedure, particularly for an athlete whose livelihood depends on his ability to perform physically demanding movements. The recovery process was arduous, involving months of physical therapy and rehabilitation. Despite these challenges, The Undertaker's determination to return to the ring and continue his career speaks to his unparalleled passion for the sport and his commitment to delivering high-quality performances for his fans. The Undertaker's resilience and determination. What sets The Undertaker apart from many other professional wrestlers is not just his physicality or his larger-than-life persona, but his incredible resilience. Throughout his career, The Undertaker has shown an unwavering commitment to wrestling, even in the face of adversity. His ability to perform at a consistently high level, despite the many injuries he has endured, is a testament to his physical and mental toughness. The Undertaker's resilience is particularly evident in his ability to continue performing well into his 50s. While many athletes retire or significantly reduce their in-ring activity by this point in their careers, The Undertaker continued to compete at top-tier events, including WWE's annual WrestleMania showcase. His appearances at these events were highly anticipated, and his matches continued to draw large audiences, proving that his physical and mental fortitude remained unmatched. Moreover, The Undertaker's passion for the sport has remained constant, despite the immense physical toll his body has taken. This determination to keep performing, often against medical advice, speaks to his deep love for wrestling and his desire to honor his fans. His longevity in the industry serves as an inspiration to both current and future generations of wrestlers, demonstrating that resilience and dedication can overcome even the most severe physical challenges. Addressing the recent rumors. In recent months, a series of rumors have circulated on social media, suggesting that The Undertaker has passed away due to health complications related to his career. These rumors, which have gained traction among some online communities, have caused significant concern among his fans, many of whom are deeply invested in his well-being. However, it is important to clarify that these rumors are completely unfounded. The Undertaker is very much alive and in good health. The spread of such misinformation is not only irresponsible but also harmful to the reputation of a beloved figure in the wrestling community. It is crucial for fans and the general public alike to rely on credible sources of information and avoid falling victim to sensationalized and misleading claims circulating on social media. The Undertaker's health, while undoubtedly impacted by years of physical strain, remains stable. He continues to enjoy a relatively active lifestyle, staying involved in the wrestling world through occasional appearances and other professional endeavors. Fans can take comfort in knowing that The Undertaker is still very much a part of the wrestling world and is living a fulfilling life outside the ring. The importance of accurate information. In today's digital age, the spread of rumors and misinformation has become increasingly prevalent. Social media platforms, while providing a valuable space for communication and connection, also serve as breeding grounds for unfounded claims. It is essential that we, as a community of fans and enthusiasts, strive to promote accuracy and responsibility when sharing information. In the case of The Undertaker, it is vital to recognize the difference between fact and fiction. Relying on credible news outlets, official statements from The Undertaker himself, or trusted sources within the wrestling industry is the best way to ensure that the information we consume is both accurate and respectful. Sensational rumors, especially those regarding someone's health, can be damaging not only to the individual in question, but also to their supporters and the wider community. Conclusion: honoring The Undertaker's legacy. In conclusion, The Undertaker's career is one of unparalleled success, marked by incredible physical feats and a lasting impact on the professional wrestling world. His dedication to the sport, despite the numerous injuries he has sustained, is a testament to his resilience and love for his craft. Although recent rumors about his death have caused unnecessary concern, it is important to emphasize that The Undertaker remains alive and in good health. As fans and supporters of The Undertaker, it is crucial that we continue to celebrate his legacy and honor his contributions to the wrestling industry. Rather than focusing on rumors and misinformation, let us unite in offering our well wishes and admiration for a man who has given so much to the sport. The Undertaker's legacy is not only defined by his achievements in the ring, but also by his strength, perseverance, and unwavering commitment to his fans. Through the continued support of his fans and the wrestling community, The Undertaker's influence will undoubtedly be felt for generations to come. His career serves as a powerful reminder of the power of resilience, the importance of dedication, and the lasting impact of a true icon in professional wrestling.